Hello, lovers.
Roses are red, violets are blue. We really want to share our conversation hearts with you.
Welcome to Likewise's second annual Week of Love with a new bookish episode every day. I'm Issa.
And I'm Sam, and we're so excited for you to join us and our author Galentine's while we share our love for romance books.
What can I say? We love love.
Welcome back to Week of Love. Today is day 4. Wow, it is flying by already. But today we are joined for the second time on Likewise by author H.K. Green. And we're just super excited to dive back in to all things that is the H.K. Green universe, because that's fun to explore. So HK, you can introduce yourself to our listeners. How are you doing?
Thanks, Sam. Um, Excited to be back on the podcast for the second time. Um, if you don't already know who I am or aren't familiar with me, I'm HK Green. I am a two-time author now. I just published my second book. So I have two books out currently, The Pieces We've Lost and The Chances We Take. They're both cowboy romances, rodeo romances. Yeah, I don't really know what to say, but
That's
that's me.
Oh my goodness. We are so excited to be recording this episode. And for some behind the scenes, I'll let you know that this guys, we've all been getting over illnesses and ailments and life stuff. So finally we're here and well enough to record.
well enough.
Well
Only
and
took like 3 weeks, but it's fine. We're here.
it's
We're
fine.
alive.
If there isn't an issue, it's not a likewise episode. No, we're so stoked that you're here and so happy that you agreed to be on again. Oh my gosh, and this time it's after we've met in person. Exciting. Oh, but of course, before we get into all of this more than we already have, we're going to start this episode as we always do with our roses and thorns. So, Sam, would you like to start us off with those?
I do. And I'm keeping mine short today. And this is information that people need to know. So there is a new soda flavor. Okay, it's like so Dr. Pepper brought back Dr. Pepper Blackberry. So it's not like brand new, it was a thing. I got it at the store. So okay, grocery shopping on Super Bowl Sunday is not for the week. And I always grocery shop on Sundays, so I was like, I can do it. Going through the store, oh my gosh, there's like so many things on display. I never buy like soda at the grocery store. There's a display of soda cases, and I'm like, okay, yes, let's get a whole 12 can pack of orange, orange cream, orange vanilla Coke, and blackberry Dr. Pepper. The blackberry Dr. Pepper is so bad. Like it's not I don't want to say it's so bad because I could get how people could like it, but I really did not like it, which is sad because I love like blackberry flavored stuff. The Coke amazing, but I already knew that. So, Thorn blackberry Dr. Pepper is gross. Rose orange Coke is great, and I'm drinking it right now while we record. So, that's awesome. But so those are my roses and thorns. Um, HK, what are yours?
Okay. My thorn is that I am I was sick for like 2.5 weeks. I'm pretty sure I had COVID. So that was fun. Still have a lingering cough and a little bit of congestion, but I'm not dying like I was. Um, I literally had to take off like 2 or 3 days of work. I was so sick. So um that wasn't fun, but now I'm doing better than I was 2 weeks ago. And my rose, besides the obvious that I just released my second book, um, I I made a sourdough starter. After I so this is like honestly, this might turn into a thorn, but it's fine. This is like the last thing that I need to be doing right now is having the sourdough starter But I got on sourdough TikTok. Like that's all my For You page has been. It was Eloise. That sourdough starter Eloise was what convinced me. So I made a starter on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. And its name is Dorian Havillard. um he exploded last night. Got a little bit excited. Like 36 hours old and exploded already. But it was partially my fault because I did a 1 to 1 ratio, but I did 150 grams of starter, 150 grams of flour and water, and that was way too much. Because like it was rising like this much after 2 hours, and then this morning it just exploded. But I might have sourdough bread soon.
Yeah.
Exciting. Oh my gosh. My mom and I, we tried doing a sourdough starter, and then after 3 weeks, it went moldy. And then I felt like 3 weeks of my life had gone down the drain. I was so sad. And we haven't tried
That's what
again.
I'm worried about. I'm really worried that it's gonna get moldy, or I'm just gonna like mess it up. And if that happens, I'm probably just gonna give up because I don't know. But I also bought a Dutch oven and all the stuff for sourdough, so like I feel like I have to do it. It's funny though because Chisholm was the one who originally was like, I want to make a sourdough starter, and I made fun of him for it. I was like, why do you want to make a sourdough starter? And then I got stuck on sourdough TikTok, and now here I am making a sourdough starter. He texted his coworker this morning. He was like, she's turning trad wifey. I'm like, that requires me to not have a job. So
Right.
Oh,
better
oh,
get on that so I can quit my job.
bro. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Okay, and now not having TikTok, I feel so out of the loop and old. I'm like, what is that? Who is that? Oh my gosh. Ugh, it's been a rough week, guys. Um, my thorn is that I still have like a little bit of a lingering cough and some congestion from being sick, but I'm not sick anymore. So it's just annoying, instead of it being for like a purpose. But my rose is okay. First, I'm going in chron order. My sister brought her cat over last night, and so I finally met Juno, and I got confirmation that she named her Juno after the pregnant teenager, like the movie. Um, Even though she is in fact going to be getting spayed, and her roommate thought it was just like really funny to name her Juno for that. I was like, okay. Anyways, she's so cute, but she's crazy. Like she's nutso doing stuff. And like Liv, she always texts us, she's like, she's crazy. So I put her in timeout. I was like, oh my gosh, you're just so whatever. Like, okay. But then experiencing her, I'm like, yeah, no, that cat is nuts. So, and then today I went over to my friend's house and I met her baby that she just had almost like 2.5 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, so sweet, so cute. I love. So yeah, those are my first and thoughts.
I love that. Baby human, baby cat,
Yeah.
baby everyone. Um, oh, that's so cute. And like I just honestly anything like super cute and lifey and lovey like that just feels so right this time of year for Valentine's Day and all that. Oh my gosh, speaking of Valentine's Day, today, not while we're recording, but while this episode comes out, is Galentine's Day. And I don't think we even have to explain that because everybody knows Galentine's Day. And that's what makes this episode so much more fun. Just chill. We're all gonna be each other's Galentines right now. And if you're listening, I guess we're your Galentines too. So welcome to the club. Um, but yeah, we're just so excited to chat about some bookish stuff, and we've already mentioned a couple times since the start of this episode that HK just had a brand new book release not even a week ago. It's so fresh. And we're just excited to dive more into that and talk about it. Because the last time that we chatted on the podcast was right when HK's debut was getting released, The Pieces We've Lost. And now The Chances We Take just came out, the second book in the series. As we've said, and it's so exciting. Um, but now we can talk about both books at the same time and things that were the same, different, just, comparing the author experience of writing and publishing a debut versus the second book and all the good stuff. So, I guess a good place we can start is what was it like writing The Chances We Take, versus writing The Pieces We've Lost?
It was a little bit different. Um, in just like my process was a little bit different because the second book, so the first book, I really just kind of did whatever I wanted. Well, I mean, I did whatever I wanted anyway, but like I didn't have a plan. So I was just kind of figuring it out as I went, like just really riding by the seat of my pants and just fool around and find out, I guess. So that was how it was a little bit different. I actually made an outline for book two, um, because Chances has more of a set timeline, and I kind of had a more set timeline going into the book. So I didn't plot really, but I made an pretty, it wasn't like super detailed, but it was more detailed than not having an outline or the outline that I had for pieces. Um, so I laid out every single chapter in a Google sheet and kind of just wrote POV, what was going to happen. There were some things where it was blank because I just didn't know and I kind of had to fill in. But I think that was the main difference, was that it was a little bit more planned out and just more of a more solid timeline. The Pieces We've Lost, there was like that I didn't have that outline going in, so I got to the point where I was like, oh well, it's already like halfway through and it's been 2 weeks and now I have to kind of skip ahead. But for Chances, it was like, this is happening week one, this is happening week two, three, four, and so on. Um, and then the stories are just so different. Like they're very, I mean, they're similar because they're both cowboy romances and rodeo. Um, but the tropes are different. So where Pieces is like grumpy sunshine, Chances is friends to lovers. And I have just gotten a new found appreciation for friends to lovers. I love it so much now after writing this, because just like the tension, and it's also mutual pining. So I love tension. And then Chances is a very, very, very slow burn. Like I've been describing it as Mariana Zapata slow burn, but 200 pages shorter. So like slow burn, but not a 500-page book slow burn.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so exciting. Oh my gosh. I literally am beside myself. I just love Eason Reed. So cute. I love me good friends to lovers. Yeah, so I know you mentioned obviously that like writing Chances was very different from Pieces. And so um like was there anything that you did differently this time that you're like, oh, maybe I didn't like that as much, or yeah, definitely taking that with me next time I go.
Yeah, so the outlining, um, I I'm still not like a plotter. So I still like do both, and I still write out of order. But having, I hate to say it, but having an outline of things that happen is actually really helpful. I hate to admit it, but it does help. Um, Especially when there's like more of that strict timeline. And that's what I'm kind of running into because I'm writing my third book right now. Um, and so that one has also a very, very rigid timeline. And so just knowing what happens. Um, but also the third one that I'm writing right now is different than the first two because I'm writing it in chronological order almost entirely. Because if I don't, I'm not going to know what I'm doing. But yeah, the outlining part. And then in the editing process for the pieces we've lost, I did two beta reader sessions or rounds. Um, and for the chances we take, I had two beta reader rounds, but I also had an alpha reader. And for this next book, I'm gonna do an alpha two alpha readers and then one round of beta readers and see how that goes. Um, I like having at least two rounds of feedback besides copy edits, um, just because it's helpful. But I think for chances having three rounds of feedback plus copy edits was just too much. Um, and I also only gave myself a week in between each of those, so I'm not going to do that again because that sucked. But yeah, mainly the outlining and then just having sticking with two rounds of feedback from readers that aren't my editor.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love that. First, yeah, very relatable then. Hate to admit that outlining helps. Um, because it is a pain sometimes, but yeah, definitely when when you force yourself to do it, then you thank yourself for it later. Um, and then yeah, I like what you said like about doing the different rounds of like alpha and beta reading because like I feel like everybody talks about, what works for them or what they think is right or, you know, like you should have this many or do this much. And it really is about testing out what you like and doing things different each time to really find what works best for your process. And like I think it's important to like constantly shift that and play with different amounts at different times. And just play with those timelines to find what's best for you because I mean, hey, maybe this next one you're gonna be like, that's perfect. That's exactly how I want to do like every single book from now on. So that's always just like fun to like figure that out and just keep like I don't know, it's like fun to keep working on your craft in like different ways. Um, and like doing it just like for the reasoning of like getting feedback to improve your writing is just awesome. So yeah, that's something like definitely on our list too. Like figure out things like that that we like. So yeah, that's just fun to be transparent about and like hear you talk about it. So I think a lot of people don't um that's something I think not a lot of people talk about enough is like their process with that kind of stuff. Um okay, last writing routine and process focused question. Um Do you have anything recently that has become just like essential to your writing routine these days?
Not really, to be honest. Um, I have like I have a word tracker app, and that's not really like my writing process, but I've been using that and like I've been trying to just like make myself write, even if it's just the bare minimum. Um, because I am behind on my deadline. I have, let's see, I have 26 days left. I'm at 58,000 words, and my target is 85,000, but I think it's going to be closer to 95, 100 because um I'm only, well, the halfway point of my book is already 48,000 words. So it's going to be thick. Um I don't know if I really have anything that's like essential to my writing process. Um, yeah, I don't know. I always have food, I guess. And I got a circle water bottle, which is like has the flavor cartridges. And so it's like my new emotional support water bottle because I actually am drinking water now. Um, Before I was probably severely dehydrated. So, and then yeah, just always have a snack, I guess. Right now I have my giant jar of Swedish candy. Over Christmas, I bought, this is really embarrassing. This is really embarrassing. I bought like $150 worth of Swedish candy. um, so this was full. So originally, this is my jar like with chocolate, but this had Swedish candy in it. And so then I had another jar. It's currently at work because I have some at work. And then this one, I think it's like what 126 ounces in this that fit in this jar. It was full. And like I've been eating this every day for like the past few weeks and I've hardly made a dent. So I think you can imagine how much candy I had. It's so bad. I have that. I mean, supposedly Swedish candy is healthier. I don't know how, but it doesn't have red dye 40, I guess. That's the only thing that makes it healthier.
Oh, HK.
Just let that sink in. Like $150 worth of it. Like, okay, the reasoning though, I'm not entirely crazy. Like the place that I bought from, it had an $80 minimum for free shipping because it was international. And then they gave me like a 10% coupon. So in reality, I saved money
Yeah, girl math.
because I
Yeah,
didn't
you
pay
can girl
shipping.
math that all you want, but it was still $150.
It's fine. It'll last me a long time. Like, I mean, what? It's been a month and a half. Well, actually, no. I mean, I had candy before Christmas when I ordered more. When I made that big order. I've had this probably like I've had this at least a month. I had it
Oh my
before we
God.
went to Arizona, so like this is gonna last a long time.
Oh, so that's rude of you to not have brought any to Arizona.
Actually, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh well, whatever. Go buy your own.
Oh my gosh, that is so funny. Okay, well, speaking of Arizona and how we were all there and finally met in person. Oh my gosh, first of all, that was so fun. Thanks for inviting us. Well, me and then Sam
Yeah,
actually legitimately winning your giveaway.
Just happened to win the giveaway. I mean, you had a 20% chance, so
right,
the
right.
odds were in your favor. There were like five people who entered the giveaway. But I was like, this giveaway wasn't even rigged. It was like first spin and it landed on you.
Well, that was so much fun, and it was your first signing. Oh my word, of many to come, I'm sure. But was there anything about the signing experience that you would like to talk about, or something you look forward to for future signings? Like, because again, we know that you've got a few more coming up this year, and I'm sure that this year isn't going to be the only year that you do signings.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun getting to meet people in person. Um, I don't know. It didn't feel weird being there because like before I started my current job, I was an admissions counselor for a university. So I was at college fairs all the time and basically doing the same thing, except this time I'm just talking about my own book instead of talking about a school. Um, so it was like kind of the same thing, except a little bit more pressure because I wasn't guaranteed to get paid. But I did get paid. So It's okay.
Yeah,
I did make money. Um,
proud.
I I don't know, it was just fun. And then I also got to talk on a panel, so that was cool. Talked on a panel about mental health in media. So that was fun. Um, yeah, I'm just, I guess for future signings, excited to travel again. And there's quite a few people who are going to those signings that I know at in Arizona. There weren't a lot of people that I knew already, um, or said that or like follow me and say, "Oh, I'm going to be at the signing." There was just a handful of people. But I'm going to one in Canada in May, and then I'm going to one in Tennessee in September. And at both of those, I've had people comment or message me and say, "Oh, I can't wait to meet you at XYZ signing." So that's gonna be really fun. And then I have one on Saturday at my local Barnes and Noble, so that'll be exciting. Might be kind of weird seeing because I'm sure there's gonna be somebody who I know in real life that like I don't know that they're gonna show up and then they're just gonna show up and I'm gonna be like, hello. I don't know how I don't know with people I know in real life. I'm like, how do I introduce myself? Because I use a pen name. It's like they know me in real life. So I mean, I guess I wouldn't have to introduce myself at all, but it's just like I don't know. That's something I'm still getting used to.
Yeah.
Is the fact that it's not my I mean, it is my name, but just initials.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so fun though. I cannot imagine like how that feels. I feel like it's a different type of like uh weird feeling before to be doing something like local, especially when it's like your author life is very separate from your personal life and like local life. So it's just like an interesting bridge to cross for sure. But I'm sure that'll be really fun, and it's always so fun to see that your like local Barnes has copies of your book, and it's just so cool. It's like that's probably one of the most surreal moments, to just see that it's like there and highlighted as being local and all of that. So, um, kind of like a little dream come true for sure. But yes, Readers of the Valley was very fun, and I'm sure it felt good to just like have more of like I don't know, I guess just like experience under your belt and like now like going to future signings, like there could be things where you're like, okay, I liked this or like way I did something or not this.
Mhm.
And it's just like like practice rolling your banner case through the airport. Like things you don't have to think about until like doing it and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't have enough hands to do this." So, that's just like an experience that will be forever just in the book is like, "Okay, first one down, many more to come." Um,
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be taking that big case to Tennessee. I I got it because I was worried that because the banner itself is not in a hard case. It's just but that case is huge.
huge.
It is huge. So I think I'm just not gonna take it and suffer the consequences if it breaks and hope it just doesn't.
Yeah, no, that's very fair. Oh my goodness. Love that. Okay, something that actually came up a lot while we were in Arizona when people would come by your table, they were always very excited to look at and touch and compliment your special edition of The Pieces We've Lost, because it's just so stunning. The art is amazing. We may or may not already know the answer to this, but pretend we don't. Is there going to be another one?
Yes, there will be. The same artist is doing it. I love her so much. Um, it was so funny because she's been sending me updates, obviously, and it was like Um, she gave me three poses to choose from in the beginning, and I'm like, wow, there's so many options. You're making me choose. Uh, and then we picked the pose, and she's like, I'll start cleaning up the sketch and send you just like the line art. And then she emails me and goes, so I got a little bit carried away and I added the color. Um, and then she just sent me a more rendered one, but it is pink and it's perfect and I love it so much and I'm so excited.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
nothing better
It'll
than
be very similar to the first one, so like um no foiling, no sprayed edges. Can't do that yet. It's expensive. Just to prepare everybody, no foiling, no sprayed edges. But extended playlist,
Boo.
chapter
Okay.
titles. I know, I'm the worst. Extended playlist, chapter titles, extended epilogue or bonus epilogue, um, different formatting, all of the fun stuff that I did for the first one.
Oh, oh my word. Okay, I need to get the pieces we lost and the chances we take, the special editions, ASAP on my shelves. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you.
Oh, wow. Yes, so excited for the special editions. I've never really been a special edition like fiend, but I feel like I'm slowly turning into one. I don't think I don't think I actually have any yet. Although, like I want to consider like if I have like a like a for like a cover that was only like the cover for like the first like month the book was out and then they decided to change it and have another one too. I'm like, okay, I'm counting the first one as a special edition, even though it's like it's not special. It's just like the original one that they decided to change. Um,
Me with my two copies of Unsteady. But now it's changed again, so now I need that one.
yes. It's just so fun. Um, yeah. Wow. It's so pretty. I'm so glad it's still pink. Love.
I I love the color palette.
Hmm.
Um, when I saw it, I'm pretty sure I like audibly gasped. Like it's just so pretty. And she's like, I think it's my favorite piece so far. And I'm like, wow.
You're like, ever? Like, you
I
mean
know. It's crazy. I already have an idea for what the third one is gonna look like, so but I can't say anything about it,
obviously.
obviously.
Yeah, no, that's oh my gosh. Oh wow. I cannot wait for the people to see that. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay, while we're still on chances we take, what would you say is your favorite song off of the playlist for that one?
I'm gonna pull it up because
Rip.
I
So many
do
options.
not know what is okay. I'll do one song from the um like official playlist and then I'll do one from the extended playlist because there's so many more added. There's so many good ones. Just because, like, when I choose the playlist for like the actual, like, first regular standard edition, I only choose 16 songs. So, like, very limited. But there's usually, like, for some of them, there's like scenes. It's usually scenes that go with it. I think my favorite from the standard is I Was Made for Loving You by Tori Kelly and Ed Sheeran. Just
Yeah.
because the scene that goes with it. And I've posted it, so like it's the wedding reception. And it's
No.
just so good.
Oh, that's a
Um,
song.
so okay. I think that one's my favorite from the standard. And then from the extended, I'm gonna do two here. This is okay. For legal reasons, this is a joke, but I was on a writing call finishing the playlist with um Alex, who's another author, and we were like both simultaneously texting our other friend who isn't an author, but she was like, she's like, I have a song for the playlist, and Alex is like, okay, what? And she's like, Cotton Eye Joe. So so Cotton Eye Joe made it on the playlist.
No, I love
If
that because I have
if
no.
Natalie is listening, that's for you. Two songs that I really like from the extended playlist. Um, I had to put Ordinary by Alex Warren on it. I had to. So that's on the extended playlist. I'm doing three. I don't care. So Hot You're Hurting My Feelings
Yeah.
is also on there. And then Matilda is on that playlist. So
All right. Didn't know what there.
so yeah. Whirlwind of emotion. It's just like the pieces we've lost.
Yes. Exactly what we can expect from your books, and we love it.
Truly.
Oh my goodness, that's so exciting. And I love a good playlist. And now I'll be thinking of the book when I hear those songs next, especially Cotton Eye Joe. Um, all right. We kind of impromptu just decided to add this because we don't know how we forgot to add this to our notes. But we one thing we're really, really excited about that we kind of like I don't know, we felt very special being in on this and kind of knowing before all the whole world knew. But you do have audiobooks coming for your books, so that's really, really exciting. It's a huge accomplishment. So very proud of you and very excited to listen. That's gonna be crazy, like listening to people say it out loud and like the dialogue and everything. But yeah, how was that? Like getting reached out to about that and just like the whole process of like kind of starting that. I know like you're not like super super far deep in the process to know like release dates yet, but like what's that like so far?
Yeah. I don't have like any information yet. So it's very new. I so I got an audiobook deal for the first three books in the series. So those three are guaranteed to have audiobooks coming. Um, Books one and two will be coming this year. And then I can only imagine that book three will be coming in 2026 just because of when I'm releasing it.
Mm.
Um, but it was crazy. It was wild. So I had a video blow up on TikTok, like blow up kind of. Um, it had 35,000 views by the end. Um, I posted it around the NFR because naturally, with my books being about rodeo, and it got so many people reading pieces um, that it just like skyrocketed my ranking on Amazon. And it was like, I don't even remember what day it was. It was like right before Christmas, like a few days before Christmas. And I get this email from a director of acquisitions from Podium. And I'm like, is this a scam? At first, I was like, I don't know if this is a scam. So I looked her up and it was real. And then I was like frantically reaching out to a bunch of people like this person just reached out to me. What do I do? Like, do I need to find an agent? Do I need to do this? And no, I did not need to find an agent. Um, I did not do that. I hopped on a call with her. We talked and then sent over an offer. Um, but yeah, it was wild. It was like right before Christmas. I took a couple days, like a day, because I was excited, and signed a contract, I think like 2 days after Christmas. Or maybe no, it was before. I think it was before Christmas. I think it was like a couple days before Christmas. So it was like the perfect Christmas present and way to end the year. But what was kind of funny about it was that I was actually looking at other routes for audio. I was looking to pay to produce my own audio book or through a company, and that's really expensive. It's very expensive. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna pause and hold off at least until the new year, just see how it goes. Because I was like, in the back of my mind, I was like, what if I get an audiobook deal? So I think I was like low key manifesting it in my mind. Because then it happened like a few weeks later. But I'm very excited. I don't know when I'll find out more information about casting or release dates, but I have some narrators in mind who I would love to be casted. So very, very excited to hear it. um, yeah, just very excited. It's gonna feel really weird that somebody's like reading my own book to me, but um I don't know, I'm just very really excited for it to be more accessible to people because I've had so many people ask me like, oh, is there an audiobook for this? Are you gonna have an audiobook? And I'm like, and before I was like, no, maybe eventually. Secretly I was like, read my book and recommend it to everybody and maybe. But now it's like, yes, I'm going to have audiobooks.
Oh my gosh. Yes. No, as Sam mentioned, it was so sweet, like kind of being in on it. And truly, like, we're so honored that you trusted us with it and that you want to share that with us. So like I love being in the know, but I mostly just love being able to cheer you on with it. And so I'm so excited for your future with that and with all of that to come. And I hope you're part of like the casting process. That would be so cool.
But yeah, they're really collaborative.
That's good. Because yeah, you should have that kind of say. Or like at least like input.
That's so cool. Oh my gosh. I'm yeah, literally I'm so excited. I don't have the words. I'm just so giddy. I think about this all the time. I'm like, oh my gosh, my friends' books are gonna become audiobooks. Not that like it wasn't real before, like obviously real, but it's like, oh my gosh, this is like a step toward like, I don't know, just more publicity, more attention, which is so fun. And yeah, the accessibility is so rad. And oh my gosh, it's gonna be so good. I can't wait. I can't wait to listen.
I'm just excited, like the tension in book two and just hearing that. I don't know, like I think there's also because the first book is so niche, um, and if people aren't familiar with rodeo, like those scenes, like if you've been to rodeos and you're familiar with it, you kind of know like what the atmosphere is like. But if you're not familiar with it, you're kind of just like, okay. But hearing it is going to be like a whole completely different, like immersive experience. And I feel like I'm just excited for that because it's like you're actually going to be able to like hear what it's like, kind of.
Yes, no, for sure. Like I'm so glad that I've at least like been to like events and stuff. So then like when I was reading it, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, this is what it's like. Oh my gosh. Like and I was like feeling the excitement like pounding in my chest. I was like, oh my gosh, it's taking me right back. So those were my favorite scenes to read. And I'm sure they were probably some of your favorites to write. Um, oh my gosh. But yes, okay, wait. Speaking of favorite things to read. Do you have any recent favorite books or anticipated releases that you just have on your TBR, like your ASAP TBR?
Okay. Recent favorites, which is funny because my recent favorite was The Favorites by Lane Fargo. Um, it has become my life goal, my life's mission to get everybody I know to read this book. but read it on audio because it's a full cast audio. Um, it's like it's so good. It's it's messy. It's so messy, but I love it. It's like a train wreck that I can't look away from. Messy, but it's so good. It's like if Daisy Jones and the Six and like the writing style and or the book format style and Magnolia Parks had a child on ice skates.
Oh,
It's
Oh,
so good.
oh my gosh. I
Olympic,
get those in the
it's
six.
about Olympic ice dancing. Um, oh, it's so good. It's so messy. It's so messy. I actually like hated every single character except for one. Not gonna lie. I hated all of them. They were horrible, but it was so I was so invested in it. And I listened to it on audio and I'm not a person who likes audiobooks. So high praise coming from me.
And then you're talking about having an audiobook.
Yeah, I know. I'm like I gotta learn to listen to audiobooks because
We'll keep this part on the DL.
now I'm like I I guess I'll listen to my own, or maybe I won't. I don't know. I might just like not listen to my own.
Sam and I will
Just
force you.
kidding.
We'll
Yeah, that's like making me listen to my own spice scenes being read to me sounds like my own personal form of hell.
that sounds awful.
I can't even read them like with my eyeballs. So, but I'll listen to everything else. I'll just skip those chapters. I'll follow my own closed door modifications. But yeah, The Favorites by Lane Fargo. So good. Everyone needs to read it on audio. Um, and then so many books that I want to read this year, but so many of them don't come out until like fourth quarter. I keep finding books and I'm like, I have to wait until September or October or November to read this. That is absolutely criminal. I just found one. It's called A Stage Set for Villains, and it's a romantasy with like a romantasy um combining theater and like a competition like a competition, and it sounds so good, but it's not coming out until September. And then books that I want to read immediately that I actually have, Deep End. I just got it and I really want to read that. The Lair by, I don't know how to say her first name, Lucina. She wrote the Brightest Light of Sunshine series. But it's about like what the consequences of putting your kids on social media. What if overexposing children on social media took one of the worst possible turns? And I'm so excited to read it. But yeah, I have so many books. My TBR list is like my immediate TBR list is like more books that I than I could just possibly ever read. Like, and they just keep my TBR keeps growing faster than I can read a book.
Yeah. There's
But
literally there's too many books and not enough time.
like all the books coming out later this year, I'm
mm,
like, I really was like hoping to not buy any more books because my shelves are full. Um, but I fear that's not going to happen. Also, Devney Perry's Romantasy that's coming, Shield of Sparrows in May. I pre-ordered that and I'm very excited for that. Also, Rebecca Ross, her new book. There's too many.
there is too
Kind
many.
of unfair.
No, exactly. Like, didn't they all know we all had to catch up already on all the ones we haven't gotten to yet? But it's like exciting that there's so many like really, really like big anticipated releases this year at the same time. Even though I know I'm
No,
not,
this year is literally stacked for book releases, I feel like.
yeah. Oh, so exciting. And I have the favorites. I got that as my book of the month pick for January, I think. And I've been thinking about it all the time. One of my friends is reading it right now. Her and I both got it at the same time, like for book of the month, and we're like, yay, oh my gosh, we can like kind of read it together. And then she was like, I think I'm gonna start it. I'm like, yeah, actually, like, please, you start it. I'll get there eventually. Um, and yeah, I've heard nothing but good things, so very excited.
I highly recommend it. It's so messy, but it's so good.
Um, okay. Speaking of messy, everyone, this is our most messy question we ever have. Um, but if we were to take a little peek into your notes app, what would we find in there?
You'd probably want to admit me to a mental hospital, so there's that. Um, I have the dumbest things. So I have 366 notes total. They span all the way back to 2017.
Wow.
Um, okay. Just for funsies, I'm just gonna pick a random one. I'm just gonna read it.
Oh, I love
So
that.
you're gonna get an inside look. These are not gonna make any sense. um, okay, so I have like your typical like book stuff. Excuse me, I'm dying. Um, so all of those things. You'd also find um information that I don't want people to find out, like my logins. So um please don't hack my phone. Stuff from college, apparently. Oh, this is from August 19th, 2021. So the day after my 21st birthday. And it's a list of drinks that I'm supposed to try. This is what I was trying to find. Things I think would send a Victorian era child into a coma. The Bachelor franchise.
Definitely.
Pre-workout. Doritos Locos Taco. The back section of Spencer's.
Definitely.
Spicy romance novels. Clean tap water. um, the perfume section of a Walmart. Bucket night, which is a thing that we have here, where you get a bucket and it's 6 shots in a mixer, and then spray paint. Lots of book ideas and some gut wrenching lines. But that's my notes app. I feel like it says a lot about me.
No, I love that. Oh, okay. Since you mentioned future book ideas, or maybe not future, but just book ideas, I'm using the legal term that is foot in the door. Um, is it too early to ask what's next?
Yes. No, just kidding. um, so it's so funny because my brain is just a fun place to be. So fun. Um, and I have like 50 ideas. Maybe not 50, but I have a lot. And so I have scheduled in quotes, all my releases until the end of 2030 and like my plans. So I'm like 5 years ahead. I will not be going through all of them, but I can say that I know. I know. Let me just spill all my secrets
Yeah,
to everybody.
tell us your passwords.
Okay. Just kidding. Okay, so this summer I'm taking a break from the road and the rodeo. And I'm never coming back. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm releasing an unrelated standalone, and I've posted a teaser on my social media. So I'm called like right now it's called Project Heartstrings. I can't tell you the title of it, but I can tell you it's coming this summer. It's a reality TV show romantic comedy.
Yes.
Think The Bachelor meets The Voice. And it's a thick book. She's thick. I'm guessing it's going to be like maybe close to 400 pages, maybe not that long. Um, Probably not that long. Probably like 350. Good size. And
Great.
then um this fall, I already posted this on my social media, so it's not really a secret. This fall, book 3 of the Road and the Rodeo series will be coming out. If I can get my crap together and finish this draft of my summer release because I'm behind. Book 4 will be coming in spring 2026, and then book 5 will be coming fall 2026. And I guess since I'm in the mood for sharing, um, I'll give you one song from each of those just to give you the vibe. Okay, so from um my reality TV book that's coming out this summer, I Can See You by Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
Great vault track.
And then book 3 for the Road in the Rodeo series, Silver Springs by Fleetwood Mac.
Oh,
Better Than Revenge has book 3 vibes.
me.
Book 4 is going to be the whoa, the most emotionally devastating book that I probably will ever write in my life. I've been describing that one very, very, very loosely as an adult version of Johnny and Shannon. Book 4 vibes. Indigo by Sam Barber and Avery Anna. Also, Growing Pains by Ethel Kane. And then book 5, But Daddy, I Love Him, Forever, Noah Kahn. That one's not very like fleshed out, but yeah, that's what's coming.
Oh my gosh, so exciting. Okay, well, oh, okay. I'm so sad that that was our last question. But wow, this is so fitting that you ended with songs because now we're moving into song of the day. So now you have to think of another one. But we'll start with Sam. So we'll give you some time. Sam, what is your song of the day?
Okay, my song of the day is Your House by Inhaler. It's off their new album that just came out, and it's so good. Yeah, really in my Inhaler era again. So, yes, that's mine. HK, what's your song of the day?
My song of the day is I Wish You Would by Mackenzie Carpenter featuring Midland. It just came out. It's very good.
So good. Oh my gosh. Okay. My song of the day is Make It Look Easy by Avery Anna. Oh my gosh. I'm obsessed. It's so, so good. So fun. Oh, HK, thank you so much for being here again. This was truly such a joy. And for all those listening, if you don't already follow her, you can follow her at author HK Green on Instagram. And you can find her books and all the links you need there. And we'll also have it linked below. Yeah, this was so sweet to catch up, and I'm so excited for the future. And again, just Sam and HK, thank you so much for spending your evening with me, and I hope you have a lovely rest of your day.
Thanks, Issa, and likewise to you all.
Bye.